Kev?
Sorry, Joey. Cassie's got another feature article. Totally scooped us again. Have you heard anything about the waters at Serenity Springs having some kind of magical healing properties?
No.
Well, she has. She wrote one heck of an article about it, too.
I thought you said Cassie was a lightweight.
Yeah, well, was is the operative word there. Now I have to play catch-up, and that's not going to be any kind of picnic.
Well, don't worry about it. You won't have to worry about Cassie too much longer.
Yeah, why is that?
She and Andrew may be moving to Chicago.
What?
Get our best photographer on it.
Right.
I got it. Greg, you go. It's okay. Cassie Carpenter. Research. Oh, right. Listen, double-check all our facts today. And make sure that you keep records on everything in case Mrs. Manning has any questions. And I'm sorry about the extra work. Right. You too.
Mrs. Carpenter?
Not now, please. How long have you been here?
Hey, I've been here long enough, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're amazing.
Oh, great. Now that you've buttered me up,
Can you give me 5 minutes?
I'm already late on a story.
Okay, I'll make it fast. The bishop's been calling. He's putting a lot of pressure on me to make a decision. Now,
What did you tell him?
well, I told him the same thing I told him before. I'm not going to make any decision until I talk to my wife. But, honey, we need to talk. Now, I'm pretty interested in this job. Question is, are we?
Heading out already?
I have surveillance detail.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. So who's the target of the day? I'm sorry. It was just habit.
Yeah, I know. Look, now more than ever, we really can't talk about our work.
Okay. But there is something we need to talk about. Something you can't keep running away from. Look, I know what it cost you to lie to Bo yesterday. You put your career on the line and you did it for me. Harrison, you almost lost your badge. Look, I always thought your job meant everything to you.
Yeah, I always did, too.
Not anymore.
I guess not.
I never thought anyone could love me that much. But I guess, I don't have a choice but to believe it now, do I?
I love you.
And I love you. But look what it's doing to us.
All that matters is how we feel about each other. Whatever it costs. It's worth it.
Right.
I'm late.
Andy, please.
Andrew, I know this job is very important to you, but can you give me a couple minutes?
Yes, of course I can give you.
Okay.
Can I wait here? Is it all right?
Sure, it's fine.
Here's the Angel Square research that you needed, Mrs. Carpenter.
Oh, great. Thank you, Greg.
I got Dylan Moody on line 1 and Patrick Thornhart on 2.
Okay.
And I'll be back with the files on Luna Moody Holden.
And anything else you can find on the violence at Angel Square over the last 2 years.
No problem.
Dylan, hi, you gonna be there a while? Can I call you back? Thanks. Patrick, hi, do you mind holding? I've got someone here in the office. I know you're on a payphone. Thanks.
Listen, what are you doing in Blair's office anyway? I mean, isn't this her work to be doing?
She's down at St. Anne's seeing her mother. She's planning a Little party for Addie's birthday. Meanwhile, I've got my own deadline. Everybody's got questions, only I have the answers for, and,
Yeah, I understand.
the phone hasn't stopped ringing since my article came out this morning on Serenity Springs in the water.
Okay, I would take a number. I really would if I could, but I can't keep the Bishop of Illinois waiting forever, honey.
I know that, Andrew. I understand.
And I understand your deadlines, I do, but, you know, it doesn't help being kind of a last priority.
Andrew, you're not Editor's office, Cassie Carpenter, please hold. Greg, I said hold my calls. I don't want any more interruptions for the next 2 hours. No exceptions.
2 hours? You're gonna give me 2 hours?
Andrew, I have to finish this article before deadline. I know you have to give them a decision, and I know how much this position means to you. Let me just finish what I have to do here. And then I promise I'll meet you for lunch. You name the place, and I promise we will not leave the table until we've reached an answer. Deal?
Who's gonna pay for lunch?
The sun.
Deal. Noon at the country club?
Perfect.
All right, wait a second. No, you know, it's not a deal. It's not a deal until we shake on it. Come on, shake. Will you shake? Come on, shake.
Oh.
Do you know something? You are so good at what you do. Anybody who watches you could see that. And the last thing in the world that I want to do is to take that away from you. Keep that in mind when we're having lunch, okay?
I will.
See you at the club. Smile.
Great. I said no more. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Patrick, hi. Thanks for holding. I'm sorry. Let me call you back so you don't run out of change. What is your number?
Who told you that Cassie was moving to Chicago?
Dorian. Andrew may be taking over Paris down there or something. I don't know. We didn't get into it. You know, I can't believe Kelly's not home yet.
Wait a minute, Andrew can't do that, forcing Cassie to move. She has her own career right here. She doesn't want to go. I know her.
Well, Andrew is her husband. I bet he knows her better.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about what she does.
I'm really upset about this.
It's just that having somebody like Cassie at a rival newspaper keeps me on my toes.
And that's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. I'd miss the competition, plain and simple. I admire her a lot. Yeah, I better get going.
Kevin, wait, hang on. Today is Tad Martin's TV show, the one on Rachel.
Yeah, but that's not till later. Don't worry about it. I'll be back in time. Oh, hey.
Sorry.
Tough to talk, but I gotta go.
Hey. Joey.
Kelly.
Hello. I can't wait to tell you what happened. I just had the most incredible 24 hours of my life.
Oh, good for you.
What? What's wrong with you?
You didn't call. That's what's wrong with me. I was worried. You were gone all night long. Where were you?
Wait a minute. Didn't Doreen give you my message?
She told me that you'd be late and that I'd meet you at home, but she didn't tell me you were going to take until morning.
Well, I didn't know either. I mean, but did something happen?
Yeah, I was worried. That's what happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but honestly, what a night. Excuse me, I felt like Cinderella. I really did. The minute I got to the shoot, everybody was all over me. Hair people, makeup people, it never stopped. When I first looked at myself in the mirror, I couldn't believe it. I didn't even recognize myself. I even thought I was beautiful. Next thing I knew, the cameras were all set up, the lights, and suddenly there was like this photographer snapping away. I was so scared. And I was truly awful, I admit it. Okay, but his assistant came over, gave me a few moves, I completely relaxed. It was awesome. Then, they decided that the light was wrong. We had to go to New York. We changed to shoot. I must have worked until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Everybody went out to eat, I fell asleep in the limo, and I was here before I knew it. What? Why are you looking at me like this? Whoever it is, go away.
Just one question.
Kevin,
I really need to know this. Are you moving to Chicago or not?
who told you that?
My brother Joey heard it from Dorian. Is it true?
I'm on deadline.
It is true.
I'm on deadline, Kevin. You know what that means. Even if I wanted to get into it right now, I wouldn't be able to. Besides, it's none of your business.
Well, yes, it is, Cassie. Now, come on. I know that this thing that's going on between us is
For
got
the
you a little
last
upset.
time, there is no thing.
Would you listen? Don't you think that going to Chicago is a bit drastic? All just to get away from me?
You.
Well, that's what this is really all about now. We both know that.
Besides your ridiculous ego, Kevin, what makes you think my decision to move, if I've made that decision, has anything to do with you? Well,
Hey, Andy, come on in. Close the door.
hey, Franklin.
Hey, detective.
So, what's going on?
Right now, not much. We're just listening to the wonderful sounds of Alex dictating a letter in the back of her limousine.
You got a bug on the mayor?
Yeah. It's on her key ring. With any luck, it'll pay off for us, too. She's on her way to see Carlo. Carlo doesn't seem to be able to hold anything back from her, so this could be a heck of a breakthrough for us if he decides to tell her his plans.
Oh, so, the bug is really to get to Carlo?
Yeah. Plus, you never know who's going to be there with him. Right?
Right.
You'll have to work in the study for now. I have company on the way.
Whatever.
I hope you reschedule the negotiations that were cut short the other evening with the police intrusion.
I'm working on it.
What's the delay?
Your friend, the art dealer's afraid the cops might turn up again. He doesn't want to get caught.
Then you'll have to convince him it's worth the risk.
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
Try harder. Unless this is something you feel you can't handle, Antonio.
You've used this equipment before, haven't you, Andy?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Officer Franklin will be here if you have any technical problems.
I'm sure everything will go fine.
Andy, I know I came down on you pretty hard yesterday. That's why I wanted you here. Make it up to you. Busting Carlo Hesser is our #1 priority. We blew it last time, but this time we're going to get him.
Right.
All right. Let me know if you hear anything.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. It's time to put a new tape on there, detective. Why do you always have to act like everything's a test? Do I look like a loser to you?
Far from it.
Do I act like one?
No. But I sense a reserve. A lack of enthusiasm.
The job gets done. What do you care if I get all worked up about it?
Of course. You're right.
The job will get done. Why don't you read your paper and make nice with your company?
I'll let you know when they've gone. Can if possible.
I think she just dropped her keys.
Oh, great. On top of that and everything else, she's clumsy.
Yes?
It's me, darling.
1 minute, Alex.
Hey, that was Hesser's voice. We're in.
I'm not interrupting something, am I?
Of course not.
I mean, I just don't like coming here when you have other people in the apartment. There isn't anyone else here, is there?
I was just worried, that's all.
About me not coming home last night.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Well, then what is the rest of it? Look, I know you're angry.
I'm not...
I'm not angry at you, all right? It's just this whole thing.
What thing?
Let's just say I wouldn't put it past her.
Put what past who?
Dorian. She could be using this modeling job to keep us apart. Now, she certainly can't come between us anymore.
And that's what you think. That's why she made me the mellow woman to stop us from being together. You don't think I'm good enough, do you? You don't think I could have gotten a modeling job if it weren't for her?
No, Kelly, that's not what I'm saying. You are beautiful, you're sexy, you're talented. You know I believe that. It's just, Dorian could be wanting this job to be the worst possible thing for us. She'll keep trying things to keep pulling us away from each other until we're leading two separate lives.
Excuse me. We have been living two separate lives this whole summer long. You get a spare second and you go jogging. Did I make you feel guilty about that? Did I make you stop? No. Did I make you check in with me? No.
Wait, maybe you should have, if that's the way you felt.
Why? If running alone in the woods makes you happy, then that's all that matters. I knew how much that meant to you. Just like I know how much this job means to me. Do you not get this? This makes me feel good. I love this. This is something that is for me, and it's a career.
Kelly.
You know what? Instead of being excited and supportive of me, you jump down my throat because I am later than I expect. You know what? That is completely unfair. It's unfair.
Wait a minute,
No, you know what? If you want to be mad at me because I spent the whole night out, then you know what? Be mad.
Kelly, please.
For your information, Andrew has been offered a much bigger parish in Chicago, where they're planning to give him a long list of citywide programs designed to help the poor. He's happy about it, and he thinks he can make a big difference.
What about you? You're already making a difference. Right here. In a job that you happen to be excited about.
He's already spoken to someone at the Chicago trip, and they're interested.
The trip. Cassie, you'll just be another reporter there. You are making a big name for yourself right here. You're working on the top stories. For Pete's sake, you're practically running this whole newspaper single-handedly today. You'll be chasing somebody's cat up a tree in Chicago.
Oh, thanks a lot for the vote of confidence, Kevin.
That is not what I'm saying.
I had no idea that you had such a high opinion of my work.
I do. That's the point. I think you're an incredibly gifted reporter.
With a story that's due in less than an hour.
Would you just stop it for a minute and listen to me? Cassie, you're going to be making the biggest mistake of your life if you leave Lant. Will you just look at me for a minute? Cassie, I'm trying to tell you something.
Kevin! Kevin, where did it go? Where's my story?
What?
Kevin, how could you do this to me? Oh, God, not now. Please, not now. This can't be happening to me. My God, Kevin, what did you do? You made me lose my whole story.
Nope, still don't hear anything, just static. There must be something interfering with the bug.
Hang on. Let me go try to boost the signal.
The phone in my office hasn't stopped ringing all morning. Have you seen the article in the Sun, Carlo?
I haven't been reading the newspapers too carefully lately, Alex. I don't know what you're talking about.
Darling, it's what everyone is talking about. Cassie Carpenter wrote an article this morning, it was in the Sun, that said that the Serenity Springs had miracle powers.
Impossible. It can't be true. But if it was, it would be a very good thing for Max Holder.
It would be good for you. If you, in fact, were sick with Friedman's disease, even though the specialist said that you weren't.
Exactly. I'm in perfect health. And getting very excited about a long, private, very romantic weekend.
Carla, there is nothing in life I want more, but I couldn't possibly go out of town this weekend. You see, this has been happening ever since the paper hit the stands this morning.
I use the phone in my room, Alex. I have some work to catch up on and study. And then maybe, when you're finished, perhaps we can...
Oh, that sounds like heaven. I only hope I have time. I wouldn't count on it, though.
You hear anything now, Detective?
Joey, I'm sorry. I should have found some way to give you a call. You were right.
No, I'm sorry. I overreacted.
Well, look, that's only because you were worried about me, okay? And that is exactly why I need you to understand how important this job is to me and why. Honey, I got better and better as the night went on. I was so proud of myself. I mean, after I've messed up everything I have ever tried in my whole life.
That's not true.
It is true. Come on, it's always been that way. I've never been any good at sports. You know how bad my grades are. I've never had any real talents.
No, I wouldn't exactly say that.
This is so different. I wish I could explain to you how it feels when you smile and you hear this photographer telling you, Kelly, you're fabulous, you're beautiful, you're perfect, you're taking my breath away. I mean, that's what he said to me. He said that I was taking his breath away. I still can't believe that.
Yeah, believe it. Kelly, you're just now catching up with the rest of us. You're learning what we all already know. Kelly, you are beautiful. You're fabulous. You're perfect. And you really do take my breath away.
There's got to be a way to get this back. Now, that was my lead story, Kevin. It's supposed to be down and composing right now.
Why don't you just let me give it a shot?
If you've already helped enough, that's why. Why did you do this to me? Why don't you just get out? Go!
No. Sorry, I can't do that now. Just relax for a minute. Let me try. What have you got to lose?
Fine. Push some buttons. Go on. See if it can do anything. I don't think so. You may be great at the software down at the banner, but this is a whole different system. God, Kevin, the story's gone. It's totally lost. Blair put me in charge, and it's all on my head.
It's all in your head, too.
What?
There's no copy of the article here. But you have one right up here, Cassie. You wrote it. Now, all you have to do is remember it. So you talk, and I'll type.
What? You crazy? I can't remember a whole lot.
Yes, you can. I'll help you. Anything you don't remember, we'll rewrite it together. Now, come on, Carpenter. I wouldn't give up. Why should you? Pressure's on. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, it's working again, but the mayor is just yakking about some article she read in the Sun. So, you know what? It's kind of slow right now. Would you mind going out and getting something for us to eat? I'm starved.
All right.
On me.
Hey,
Cool?
great.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, just take your time. Everything's fine here.
All right.
As long as the price stays the same, make whatever arrangements you're comfortable with the dealer. But I want security extra tight.
Trust me.
I do. But security is always a primary concern for me. So let's not tempt the fates, shall we?
I'm on top of it, Carlo.
Antonio, I'm very pleased with our arrangement. I hope you are, too. Hiring you is maybe one of the best things I've done in a very long time. I'll let you know when my company's gone.
You know where to find me.
Tonight, things you won't see on the convention floor. What goes on behind the scenes? Peter Jennings at the Republican Convention on ABC's World News Tonight.
The Prides and the Arrows fought bitterly.
But why? About what, Cass?
Over who ruled the docks on the Lantana River. The police were called in nightly, and members of both gangs would pay with their lives before the summer had barely begun. But as the Angel Square violence reached its bloody peak on the day.
17th of August, when radio host Luna Moody Holden was shot at the community center.
Yes, thank you.
You're doing great.
Oh, we're doing great.
Okay, new paragraph. Let's give it a slug. 1 year later.
Okay, great. Go with that. Today, Angel Square is peaceful. The terror of regular violence has come to an end with members of both rival gangs joined together.
Now, this is the part where we splice in what we've already written about Antonio Vega, how his leadership led to the truce.
And then we go back to the reopening of the community center and Dylan Moody's contribution.
Now, that ties back into Luna's death.
And that brings us back to the statue at Angel Square.
Which was modeled after Luna and designed by Christian Vega, Antonio's brother.
Okay, then we tie it all up with a paragraph on Patrick and the play.
This is a great article.
Oh, don't talk, just type.
Right.
Come on, read back that paragraph. Okay,
Today,
Angel Square
is peaceful.
The terror of regular violence has come to an end. What time is it?
Who cares? We have one more sentence. Now, come on, Cass.
No, I'm late. I'm supposed to meet Andrew.
You will. Now, let's just get this done. One more sentence.
I know. I can't concentrate.
Yes, you can. Now, let's focus, Cassie. Once again, there's an angel watching over Angel Square. And
last year's East Landview nightmare has magically turned into this year's Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, yes.
I can't believe it. We did it. Oh.
Hold on, just one more minute.
I got 5 more minutes to spend. This is great. This is... Oh!
Don't go, Cass.
Don't be silly. I have... Andrew's waiting for me. And I can still make it if I make all the lights between here and the club. Greg?
I mean, don't leave Landview.
The article on my computer needs a front page headline. Would you please have Briggs look at it and decide what it should be and then send it down to composing for me? Thank you. Oh, great. So amazing.
Cass, wait.
No, Kevin, I have to thank you. It was great. I couldn't have done it without you, but then again, I wouldn't have had to have done it if it hadn't been for you. So I forgive you, and you're off the hook.
Yeah, I'm off the hook.
Am I really that bad at this?
I'm sorry. No.
It's okay. You know what? You were very tired. You've been up for a long, long time. Why don't you go and take a nap? I will come up and wake you when it's time to go to rehearsal. We're going to do a run-through today. And we don't want to be late for that. You know what we're going to do afterwards?
Joey.
We're going to be here together alone. We got some catching up to do. Otherwise, we're going to lose what we already have. And we don't want to do that.
No, and you know I don't want to do that, but,
But?
I already have plans for today. There's this incredible stylist who's supposed to be doing my hair.
What about rehearsal?
I know, but they're flying him all the way in from L.A., and, you know, they're supposed to be giving me this whole new look. It's really important. I can't blow this off.
It's hair.
Hair is everything.
Oh, what about the rest of the cast? Kelly, we open soon, and...
Honey, I'm sorry. This is my business. Okay, the first most important, thing that
Fine. No, you know what? It's okay. I understand. You can't make rehearsal, and we can't be together tonight. It's the way it is.
See, now you're angry.
I'm not. I'm not angry. We'll just find a way to catch up soon enough, I guess.
I'm sorry. I wish I could stay and enjoy myself, Carlo. But I can't.
City Hall's a disaster. My office is filled with reporters. Everyone's desperate to find out news about Max Holden's miracle water. And, well, darling, I have just got to meet with the press. I certainly hope you understand. There is nothing I would rather do than spend time with you. Nothing. I just can't today. I just can't. Wish me luck. It's the choices that we made, and it's not just about you, it's about both of us.
You didn't sign on for this.
I signed on to be with you. And I'm not going to let anyone or anything get in the way of that.
All right. I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. Thanks to you. And you're right. I don't listen. But I got it in time. What you were trying to say.
God.
I know it took a lot out of you. Warning me that way.
I don't care what it takes. As long as you're safe. I'll do anything as long as you're all right. Because I love you so much. So much.
Carlo. I heard your company leave, so I figured it was all right.
Fine. Have you selected a new location for the delivery?
Place, yes. The price, no. The dealer wants more.
Unacceptable.
That's what I told him.
And so what are you planning to do about that?
Meaning what?
Meaning that when I make a deal, I expect all parties involved to adhere to the terms agreed upon. And it's up to you to make sure that it happens.
All right, City Hall. Here's the siren. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, Indy. How's it going? Did you get anything?
Hey, what's his name? Tab Martin called. Said it's important. Wants you to call him at the studio. This is the number.
Probably just want to finalize things for that taping with Rachel. There's plenty of time for this. Why? Nobody has to be there till after 2 o'clock.
I thought this was all a big deal to you. I mean, Ted's doing an entire show on your story.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
So that's why I guess you're acting all excited about it.
I am excited. It's a great opportunity.
You still bummed about catching Moon to Chicago?
It's just not going to be as much fun around here without her. I can tell you that much.
Andrew. rewrite the whole article.
We?
Yeah, the whole office. I had everybody running around, but we got it done.
Well, let's just put it behind you. Let's concentrate on this.
Why?
Yeah, thought we might need it. Not every day we make a decision like that.
Uh-huh, thankfully.
So,
So,
all right, let's get right to it. What do you think?
about Chicago. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for you. And I'm very proud that you asked. And I know you're excited. So that's why I think we should go.
What?
For a visit, just to see how
go?
it feels.
You'll
Take a look
really
at
go
the
there?
parish. Yeah,
Go?
I mean,
I
but
can't-
Andrew,
I
how can we
can't
make
believe
a
it. I didn't even-
decision like this without
Honey, I didn't even think
checking
you liked
things
the
out before we...
idea. I really didn't. I just can't tell you how much this means to me. I can't tell you how much you mean to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go again.
Excuse me?
You give me that look like I'm supposed to worry if you're not happy.
No. You're right. Of course, you couldn't care one way or the other, I'm sure.
There you go. Look, if you want something done, if I can do it, I will. If I can't, I won't. And I will tell you up front.
No, that's where you're wrong, my friend. If I request that something be done, it will be done, no matter what you have to do to make sure that it happens.
Fine. Whatever it takes.
Oh, there you go again with the smug, dismissive attitude. Antonio, I know you're having a difficult time adjusting to the nature of certain jobs that I have you do. But the job will be done. No matter what your preference, your feelings, or who your girlfriend is.
You leave Andy out of this.
I will if you will. All right. Let us get this one thing straight. And then I'll drop it. You're free to deal with your personal problems any way you like. Whatever is best for you. But remember, this isn't a position you can leave in 2 weeks. With notice. Just because things start to get complicated at home. Enthusiasm? No enthusiasm. Attitude? No attitude. The day you did your first piece of work for me, you signed on for the duration, Mr. Vega. You're a lifetime employee. I hope you understand that.
Did Alex show up at Carlo's like we expected?
Yep.
And?
And there. It's all right there on the tape.
Did she say anything useful?
Well, Bo, you really should listen to the tape for yourself.
I will. I don't have time right now because I've got to get over to Pine Valley and do Tad Martin's talk show, so just bring me up to speed.
Oh,
Andy.
Cutting Edge, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great show. You know, last week they did an
Andy,
article
just
on
a
the famous...
brief synopsis of the tape.
All right. Yeah, there's just really not that much to tell. I mean, Alex just showed up, and she and Carlo talked about some article in the Sun, you know, about the water over at Serenity Springs, and I mean, that's about it. I mean, except for there was like a staticky section there for a while where we lost the signal.
Fine. You tell Franklin I'm going to send somebody to relieve him. I want you to go back to the station, you type up your notes, leave them on my desk, and then you come see me in the morning.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I'll listen to this later.
Great.